YouTube, what is good and welcome back. Wales Bonner, Adidas, here we are again. I can't even count at this point how many collaborations Wales Bonner has done with Adidas. Plenty of talk of, is the Samba dead? Is the Samba played out at this point? Props to Grace Wales Bonner. Even with all the hype, popularity, and mainstream appeal of the Adidas Samba, she's still able to create really interesting collaborations with this sneaker that keep fans and customers coming back again and again. I find myself in that boat as well. So of course, I had to pick up these recent pairs that just released. Per usual, Wales Bonner did more than just the Samba, but obviously the Samba is the one that most people are going to be talking about. They did also do their take on the Superstar as well. Obviously a ton of history with that model as well, from street culture to hip hop, you name it. The Superstar has as much history as basically any silhouette from any major brand out there. But yeah, again, we've got the Sambas for you guys today. Ended up picking up both colorways, and to do so was very expensive. We can get into price a little bit later in the video. Yeah, with these collaborations, a lot of people, including myself, are purchasing more than one of the colorways just because these collaborations have been that good. But yeah, the price point on these is really steep. As you can see, let's get into the navy colorway first. As you can kind of see, there's this croc-like effect. I don't know if this is actual croc leather. I would be really surprised. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. Really gorgeous. This is a really dark navy. It actually almost looks black. So when you're seeing this from far away, it's not that far off color-wise from the last pair in black. It's at least similar from my pairs because I ended up cutting off the flap tongue on my black pony hair pair. Let me grab that real quick. If you're looking from afar, these colorways really aren't all that different, to be honest. That's how dark this navy shows up in some light. If you look at these in certain light, especially sunlight, you can actually kind of tell with the croc effect. You get some glimmers and some glimpses of a lighter, more vibrant blue underneath this really dark navy. I think that provides a little bit of visual depth, which is nice as well. On both of these pairs, just your standard Samba outsole. It's kind of this dull tan brown colorway, which is classic, but also not that exciting at this point, to be honest. For the three stripes on these, it's more of a cream or an off-white color, matches the laces and the tongue as well on these. You'll notice that this is not your standard tongue on these also. It looks kind of like a crocheted or like a basket weaving kind of pattern, and the material is a lot more substantial than the standard tongue as well. And then you have some Adidas Wales Bonner branding on here as well in gold. And this is also not only like a metallic gold, but it's also kind of sparkly as well. Like it has like a glitter like effect to it. That gold ties in as well with the eyelets, as well as the caps of the laces. So yeah, some really nice details, which is pretty standard at this point for these collaborations, for good reason, right? This is not a cheap sneaker, and the price is even higher than it's ever been for this collaboration at this point. The inner lining is this smooth satin type material. This is in a darker burgundy color and a matching insole as well. Just your standard Adidas Wales Bonner logo on the insole. All in all, a gorgeous shoe, to be honest. Love the colorway on this. As far as sizing goes, I personally go true to size. That's what I would recommend for most people. Here is a look at the size tag. I ended up getting a US 10.5, US 10.5, which equates to a UK 10. So only a half size difference between the UK and US sizing. Pretty typical for Adidas, I find. As far as the box, we've been getting this box for pretty much all the collaborations. Nothing really special here. These do come with additional laces. So you have burgundy, those same gold tips here as well. For the bag, just a slightly different colorway for the shoe bag on these. Not like I use these at all. I don't know if you found a functional purpose for these. Let me know in the comments. I just assume it's just a nice to have that no one uses. The second colorway here, that same croc effect. This is in a really beautiful tan brown colorway. The colorway is just so striking. It's really beautiful in hand as well. I low-key wish this midsole matched this color a little bit more. I think I would have preferred that, but all in all, no complaints. It's still a beautiful shoe and a beautiful colorway on these. The satin inside liner on these is more of that cream off-white kind of color. Again, matching some of the other hits of that off-white cream color on the stripes as well as the laces. I mean, just look at the croc effect leather on these. Same situation for the tongue, also the same situation for the insole as well. So we pretty much know we can just expect good things from these collaborations. Who knows how much longer this is going to go on. Tons of different colorways. They definitely continue to be very experimental with the material choices, and I do love that for Wales Bonner and Adidas. Now it's time to talk about price point. If you want to buy both of these colorways, it's going to set you back $600 US. Yes, you heard that correct. $600 US. These retailed at $300 each. More expensive than the previous releases as far as I'm aware. Oddly enough, I don't know if you guys saw this as well. There's like a made in Italy Adidas Samba now, and one of them has a similar material, which is even more expensive than these somehow, I think. I don't know. Am I the only one who saw that? Let me know if you guys know more about that in the comments. But $300 for these is steep. I'm not gonna lie. The quality and the materials feel great. It feels luxe, it feels high quality. But for most consumers, most fans of Adidas out there, buying both of these colorways is just not feasible for your budget. It's a lot of money, especially in this economy and climate, at least here in the US where I am. That being said, this collaboration does continue to sell out. So as Adidas, you're like, why would I lower the price? If anything, I'm going to increase the price, especially when you look at what resale has been for certain pairs of these collaborations. It's gotten pretty crazy. It's gotten out of hand. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully, and I think I'm speaking for everyone here at this point, that prices don't continue to increase. At that point, where do we go from here? If I'm paying $300 retail for sneakers, it's just, I just don't see a world right now where that is sustainable long term. So we'll see. That's all I really had on these. Let me know you guys' opinions in the comments. 1, is the Samba dead? 2, are you guys feeling these? And 3, is the price point just too much? Is it getting outrageous? Is it getting out of hand? Let me know how you guys feel about these in the comments. Appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out with me for a little bit. If you're new here and interested in more content like this, feel free to subscribe. Definitely more content on the way for you guys.